Yahoos and Boos is just the things that I have been absolutely loving and the things that I really thought were a waste of my money. So I don't want you guys to waste your money. Let's go with some makeup first. I had shown you guys in a Get Ready With Me, I forgot what video it was, but I will link it below. This Revolution Luminous Serum Foundation. Now, when I originally tried it in the video, I wasn't all that thrilled with it because it settled in on my pores and it did that little polka dot thing, but I wasn't sure if it was the foundation itself or if the foundation was just too light. So what I decided to do is to take this and to add a darkening drop. Now I use Physicians Formula Foundation Adjusting Drops. I assume this is still available. If not, I will find one that's like it. I just added a drop to the foundation and I mixed it. With a little powder on top, I think it changes this to more of a satin finish. This is definitely a Yahoo. And if you're wondering what's on my lips, that is definitely one of my Yahoos. And I will be honest with you, these are relatively new to me, but I couldn't not put them in because as soon as I saw the colors, I'm like, I love this. This is Laura Geller's lip liner. Now I was looking for my absolute favorite lip liner, Happy Hazelnut. That is my all-time favorite because I ran out. You will see it in my next empties video and I'm very sad because I could not find it. I'm hoping they're not discontinuing the color because it's really hard to find it. I couldn't find it on Amazon and I couldn't find it on their own website. Now it did show it, but it said it was sold out. Now I'm hoping that it's just such a popular thing that it's sold out, but it seems like it's been sold out for a while. I did pick up a different color and the color is Sassy Spice. This is kind of like My Lips but better color. Do I like it as much as Happy Hazelnut? No. The Happy Hazelnut one had a little bit more brown to it, but this one's close to it. I love this. And then I got 2 of her jelly balms. It's got a decent amount of color payoff and it feels really good, but it's not extremely shiny. I'm not a huge, extremely shiny person. Well, that didn't make sense, but you know what I mean. So I got 2 colors, Cocoa Motion and A Lot to Love. These are not like I need this to last through 8 hours. It's not going to do that. Because it's a balm, it just feels a little bit more nourishing and it's not so lipsticky. Does that make sense? Like it doesn't feel like a lipstick. I did the lip liner all over the lips and filled it all in. This lip liner goes with both of these beautifully. One here is A Lot to Love and this is Cocoa Motion. So very similar. This one's a bit more pink. So if you go on her website, she pairs things together, which makes it so much easier to choose a color. Like I like a lip liner with the lipstick, but I don't always know, because I'm no colorist, I don't always know which ones go together. So she does that for you, just makes it so much easier. She does sell on Amazon. Amazon prices are usually higher because on her website, she has sales all the time. I will only go on Amazon if I can't find it on her website. Needless to say, these are Yahoos. This is something I actually tried on, I think, months ago. And for some reason, I didn't like it, but I kept trying it and now I fell in love with it. I don't know why I didn't like it. Maybe something was on my lashes at the time, but this is the CoverGirl Cleantopia Waterproof Mascara. I have it on today. I love this mascara. It goes on beautifully every single time. It doesn't smudge. It doesn't flake. It separates my lashes. I don't feel like I just have 5 that are like all clumped together. It elongates them. It keeps my curl. This has now become one of my new absolute favorite waterproof mascaras. So if you're looking for a good one, this is a good one. Obviously, it's a Yahoo. Okay, this is 2 Boos. These I actually reviewed in a video at the same time. And I have tried them several times since and I'm like, no, I don't like them. One is from Makeup Revolution. It's supposed to mimic like a fingerprint or fingerprint because of the texture on this part. If you guys can see the texture, it's supposed to mimic that. It's supposed to also not absorb your foundation as much. And it does do that, but I don't see that it does anything revolutionary for me to actually make my foundation look good. I would much rather just choose a sponge that I have dampened. I used this today, and I just like the sponge part, so I don't really need this. I don't see a purpose in it. If you've used this and you love it, comment below. I think a couple of you did on that video. So comment again and just tell us why does this work for you? Like, I don't know. I couldn't get it to do anything special that I felt like you needed to run out and go get this. This is the Revlon, I think it's a jelly. Oh, I should have looked up names. Jelly something. But this has two sides. I have used this several times and I just don't see the purpose in it. For me, it felt like it just moved product around. I tried to make blush blend out better, and I just was like, I don't like this, and I switched to either a sponge or a brush, and it just worked so much better. So I just don't see how this is, again, something I think you need to go buy. For me, it was a boo. Again, if you think this is something we all need to go buy, please state your case below in the comments, because I want to know. Obviously, I think someone said that they loved it. And I think there's some YouTuber out there who reviewed it who loved it. I don't know who it was. I forgot. Somebody commented that. I've tried it several times, and every time I'm like, I don't like this. I want to switch. I didn't like it at all. So clearly a boo. Okay, I tried the Garnier Erase It All. Garnier is known for their hair products. I was surprised when I saw this. I was like, oh, Garnier, that's not what I would have expected. You can see I've used a decent amount of this. I think it's a Yahoo and I think it's a boo. Okay, so hear me out. I think it's a Yahoo because I actually think it removes my waterproof mascara quicker than my cleansing balm that I love from Banilla company, which is, oh, what is the name of that? I don't remember the name of it. I just know it's from Banilla company. I'll put it here. I love this. So I decided to put the two against each other. On my left side is the Clean at Zero, and on the right is the Garnier. I actually think they clean just as fast, just as good as the other one. This felt good going on. I think it got rid of my makeup. I just feel like it was an amazing product, with one caveat. It did sting my eyes a couple times. Like, this one never stings my eyes. I don't have extremely sensitive eyes, but I know some of you do. So that's why I can't give it a total Yahoo. Am I still going to use this up? Yes, but sadly, I don't think I would repurchase it because of the stinging part. So it's kind of a Yahoo and a boo. Okay, one hair product. I love this, and it's so expensive, but it works so well. This is from Drybar, and it is the Hot Toddy Thermal Spray. This is meant to go on dry hair. I used this like day 2. I need to go curl my hair. I need to protect my hair at that point again. Spray this in. I don't spray it on my roots and stuff. I just try to focus on going down, you know, from about here down, and I focus it on ends really well. Then I brush my hair through and then style as usual. It does have an odor to it. It's strong when you first spray it, but it does dissipate, but it does linger a bit. So if you hate that, you're not gonna like this. I can actually spray this thing, and that's huge for me. My index finger particularly is very weak from arthritis. So if I can find a product that I can spray with using my only my finger, because sometimes I have to spray using my thumb, and that's hard to direct it. It just is. Ooh, it smells lovely in here now. Okay, one more beauty product, and these are for the nails. Now, I will just preface this by saying I have abysmal nails. I mean, I have the worst nails. I'm sure there's somebody who has worse nails than me, but I have really bad nails. They're just extremely thin, extremely weak. They split, they peel. They literally, layers will peel off my nails. They've always been that way, even when I was younger. And as I've gotten older, it has just gotten worse. I don't put any fake nails on. I tried that for a while and it just made my nails even thinner. I mean, to the point that I'm like, am I gonna have a nail left to even put a nail on? So I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. I just need to keep my nails looking okay, like, so they don't look like a train wreck. I use some products from Olive and June. Here's the one that I love. This is a miracle worker as far as I'm concerned. This is what my nails look like. They're very ridgy, and I know that that is something that happens with older age. I know that there's some health issues that's behind some people with some ridges. For me, it is my old age. I do not have a health issue that I know of. They do say if you've had damage to your nails, if your nails are weak, if you're getting older, you can get ridges. I don't have them on all my nails, but I do have on a few. If you look at my nails, they kind of go like this, and it's not attractive. So if you put nail polish on top of that, it's just gonna show those ridges. It's not like it's going to hide the ridges. What they have is this thing called a ridge filler. Now, ridge filler is not anything new. It's been around for a while, and I've tried a few. This is the only one that actually works. Now, does it make my nails look like I have 0 ridges? No, but man, does it minimize it. Here's my before again. Now, I've put 1 layer of this ridge filler, and you can see already my nails look nicer. Now, I will do that on all the nails. Then I will go back and put another layer on the ones that are the most ridgy, I guess. And then I let it all dry very well. So here's what it looks like without anything else, just 2 layers of the ridge filler. Is that not amazing? How much less the ridges show. I use her long-lasting top coat, and this dries so fast. So then I go in with this, and it's just clear. My nails just look finished. They look better. It lasts, sometimes it'll last up to a week, depending on what I do with my hands. Like if I'm cleaning a lot and I forget to wear gloves, then I'm gonna have it peeling off. These have made such a difference. And it makes my nails look finished, like I put thought to them, but I'm not like, ooh, look at my gorgeous nails. So I'm shouting it from the rooftops. Well, my YouTube channel. This video is too long, I know it. This is such a random thing. This is so random. I have to wear a mouth guard every night because I grind my teeth. And I got a mouth guard from my dentist. When I got it, he told me that I cannot use a toothbrush to clean it. Like you can soak it in like a denture cleaner. And he gave me some example, samples. And I used those. I went and bought some more and I used them. And what happened was I'd get more plaque and more plaque in my mouth guard itself. Now remember, I can't scrub it. I'm not allowed to scrub it. I think it causes little scratches and then bacteria can get underneath there. So I'm like, this isn't working. I found the answer. It's called NOA Dent. And when you buy it, you can buy a whole entire year's worth. 1 week's worth. This is why it's a year. One of these lasts a week. Or I should turn it around. One of these lasts a week. And then it comes with this. Now this actually is filled already. So you put this in here. It's powder. You put this in here. You add warm, not hot, to about here. It tells you where to do it. And it dissolves. And it lasts for 1 week. You just leave it on your counter. It's supposed to be at room. I just got wet. Okay, it's not leak proof. You're supposed to be at room temperature. So don't, this is really dripping. Okay. Has a little thing, you can pull it out. Let me drain it. And I just rinse this underwater. Does that gross you out? I'm sorry. I won't show it up close. This took off all the plaque. So you slide the thing on the top on the day that you did it, so you'll know how long it has been in this, the solution has been, because you only should use it for a week. You have to put your mouth guard or whatever it is you're putting in for a minimum of 15 minutes, but there's 0 maximum time. You can leave it in all day, which I've done several times, and it does nothing to harm your guard. My mouth guard is not something I'm supposed to soak. It's not like I'm required to do that. It can be fine to be out and dry. Some mouth guards are. So for me, that's huge. I do not have to be panicked about this. I often will go, oh, where's my mouth guard? Oh yeah, it's still soaking. Take it out, rinse it, put it in my mouth, go to bed. this has made it so I don't have plaque on my mouth guard anymore, and it just feels cleaner. I've had no problem with a weird taste. I've had no problems. My dentist has looked at it. They're like, yep, this looks great. Read the directions, obviously. Make sure if there's some reason why you can't use it on yours, but it's a Yahoo. Okay, I have one more kind of random thing and then a pair of shoes I have to show you. I love. Okay, y'all know I'm really into biking. If you don't know this, I actually have a second YouTube channel that I run with one of my best friends, Kari. It's very niche. It's called Gear Up, Let's Go. I'll link it below. And it's very new, like a month old or maybe a month old. I don't even know how new it is. It's very new. We love biking and we bike on trails a lot, but occasionally we are on a road as well. And I've never really liked the glasses where you'd put a mirror. If you've seen that, a biker will have glasses on and a mirror will be sticking out and so they can kind of turn and look behind them. The mirror that was on my handlebars did not work really well, so I never liked that option. And then I found out about TriEye. This is ingenious. They have this thing right here. That is actually a mirror. It's maneuverable, so I can move this. As I'm riding, I can just glance to the left and I can put my eyes down a bit and I look and I can see what's behind me. I don't have to like turn around and I don't have the thing sticking out my side. This has made a massive difference. Now, you can get them on their website, but you can also get them on Amazon. If you live where you drive on the right-hand side of the road, you can buy it for the right side, and you can buy it for both. They're not cheap at all. They're relatively, in my opinion, in my budget, I think they're a little steep, but it's something I use a lot, and it's for my safety. So I like that I don't have to turn my whole head, because when you do that, you tend to drift in the direction that you're going. Now, I don't really have to do that. I can just glance a little bit to my left. There's a learning curve, absolutely a learning curve, because you kind of have to get used to, like, if you're looking down and you look like this, you're gonna be looking up. You do have to put your head up and look. So there is a learning curve to it, but I got it down in the first trail. It comes with a little cloth to clean it, and then it comes with a case to put them in. So if you're a bike rider, I think you might like this. I am in love with this thing. The shoes. My daughter is the one who turned me on to these sneakers. They're from Nike. I like them because it goes narrow right here. So it makes my feet look thinner, which, you know, anything that makes me look thinner, I'm all about. They're so stinking comfortable. I have a pair of Hokas. Those are nowhere near as comfortable as these. They're not extremely expensive. They're under $100. At least that's what I found them for. I think Rachel found them for me. Excuse me, my phone just dropped. That scared me. Okay. I think it was like 80 something dollars, maybe at like Famous Footwear. I'll link them below. I'll link a couple places that I can find. It kind of comes up in the back. It's got a good tread, so it grabs things. You can feel the air coming through, so it's not so hot. And I got it in the gray. She has it in the black, so this is, I guess it's actually considered silver. If you're looking for a really comfortable, lightweight, they're running shoes. So they're great for going for a walk or to just look cute when you go to the gym or walking around. If you're looking for good sneakers, these are definitely a good pair of sneakers. 2 books. Okay, one is from Ellen Hilderbrand called The Identicals, and I'm really having a hard time getting through it. It's about these 2 twins who live on Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard, I think it is the 2, and they're fighting. There's this whole thing between her and her twin sister. They kind of split their ways. One went to one island, one went to the other with each, the parents split up, so the girls went to each parent. You know this like from the beginning. I'm not giving anything away. I'm still in the middle of it and I'm really having a hard time finishing it. I'll just be honest with you. I would love to just be like, okay, I'm done. But I have a hard time doing that. So I think I'm gonna finish it, but it's not one I would recommend, unless it's amazing at the end of it, but I don't know. Tell me if you've read it, if you love it. There was another one that I loved. It's from the author Lisa Jewell and it's called, wait, none of this is true. An amazing book. This was so good. There were a couple slower portions to it. It's kind of a mystery. There's some disturbing parts to it. Not horrible, but definitely more disturbing. So just warning on that one. It's pretty much about a family, and the mother is the center of attention on this. And you're just like, she's off. But then you're like, is she a good person or is she not a good person? Like, sometimes you're like, oh, she seems good. And then other times you're like, oh, she doesn't seem good. And she meets up with this woman who has a podcast. And so there's this whole thing with podcasts and her, and it's a mystery, and you're convinced that somebody is so bad, and then you're like, oh, is that person bad? Like, I don't want to say too much, but in the end you're like, oh. So none of this is true. Lisa Jewell, it is definitely worth the read. All of these products will be obviously linked below, and I try to give you a couple different links, like one Amazon, one non-Amazon. I try to do that for you guys as much as I can. I know that some of you don't want to shop on Amazon, and some of you don't want to shop at Target or whatever it is. So I do try to give you a couple different locations. Obviously, you can find these things on your own as well. All right, if you love Yahoos and Boos, or I also do a thing called speed reviews, which is a little bit different, but kind of the same. But I'm going to link two of those. I'm going to put my last Yahoos and Boos here and my last speed reviews here. I'll hopefully see you in one of those. God bless.